This week is National MS Awareness Week. Now, multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disorder that affects each person who has it in a different way. It can be incredibly painful and cause symptoms like numbness, memory loss, speech, vision, and swallowing trouble. Right now, there is no cure yet, and nearly 1 million people live with it every day in the U.S. I got to meet one of those people who is an inspiration to everyone as to what it means to fight and to thrive.
At 24, Nick Giangiordano was serving as a Marine on a tour in Iraq.
I loved every minute of it. I loved putting on the uniform.
But in 2007, his life changed forever.
Started to feel numbness in my feet. Next after that was like my hips down. Then another day was chest down.
He was sent to a hospital in Germany where he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and medically discharged from the military, being thrust into not only civilian life, but also a life with a disease he'd never heard of.
I went into some dark places. I didn't know what I was going to do or where I was going to go or who I was going to have in my corner.
That's when his now wife, Adrienne, stepped in and became his support even on the toughest days.
She is my stronghold. She is my everything. So she's my #1 supporter, which is good to have. So.
Since his diagnosis, there have been relapses that have put Nick in the hospital and even a wheelchair.
He attempted to stand up and fell on the ground. So I had to pick him up and carry him down the flight of stairs.
But Nick was determined, with his doctor's help, to walk again.
I wanted to be able to walk my daughter down the aisle one day. I wanted to show people that you can, if it's within your power, to overcome something like this.
Now, Nick runs with his 3 kids and walks for those who can't at MS Walks. In the MS Society's 75 years, researchers brought medicine a long way, but they are determined to find a cure.
Someday that we will be able to tell people, you have MS, but it's never going to be worse than you have it today.
It's this week that reminds people living with MS there is support, especially from the MS Society.
Now more than ever is a time to be hopeful. And I hope that people realize that they are not alone.
And there are a lot of ways you can support the MS Society's research, like the virtual MS Walk coming up in May. If you'd like more information on that or resources for those with MS, head to this story on our website, WKBN.com, and you'll find a link.